Dear beloved soul, it's so good to connect with you again. Whether this is your first time hearing words like these, or you often seek out this kind of encouragement, know that you've been led here for a special reason. What you're about to hear isn't just a message. It's a little nod, a gentle whisper from a higher place, meant just for you. Now, before we dive in, I want you to pause and just feel this in your heart. I believe. That's right. I believe. When you're ready to receive this message with an open heart and faith in what life is showing you, when you declare your belief, you open yourself up to understanding, truth, and feeling truly aligned. So, go ahead, feel that now, and get ready for a spiritual insight that will confirm what your heart has been quietly trying to tell you. And as we share this moment, please know that messages like these are meant to reach many who need this encouragement today. If you find value here, perhaps you'll feel moved to keep exploring these kinds of messages that aim to speak directly to your spirit. The guiding spirits have something important to tell you. Today, they're saying your gut feeling is right. This person is your true love. Yes, you heard that correctly. That small, persistent knowing deep within you. That still, calm voice whispering that there's something more to this connection. It's not your imagination. It's not wishful thinking. It's a clear insight from a higher source. And yet, there's more to the story that the universe wants you to understand today. Because while this person is your true love, there's something ahead that you need to be spiritually prepared for. Take a breath. Open your heart, because what comes next is for you and only you. Often, truth is planted in the quiet places. You've probably noticed the way your soul becomes still when you think about this person. Not anxious, not desperate, just quietly assured. That's the first sign. When something is truly meant to be, it brings peace. As a wise saying goes, and a peace that is beyond all understanding will guard your hearts and your minds. Your spirit has already felt it. Even when your mind has tried to second guess, even when others have questioned it, and even when the timing hasn't made sense, something within you remains sure. That's not coincidence. That's a deep inner knowing confirming what is already understood on a higher plane. But the guiding spirits say you've been in a season of testing. Maybe the silence between you and this person has been loud. Maybe there have been delays, miscommunications, or even distance. You've wondered if you were just making it all up. You've cried out, asking, is this really you guiding me? Or am I just being foolish? And the spirits want to assure you now, you're not being foolish. You're being faithful. Faith often looks like foolishness to the outside world. But in the spiritual realm, your faith is evidence of things not yet seen. Just as another wise saying reminds us, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That pull you feel toward this person, the knowing you can't explain, the signs and dreams. It's all part of how your destiny is being revealed. But here's what the guiding spirits urgently want you to understand. You will love this person deeply, but you'll also be stretched deeply. This kind of love isn't just about romance. It's about purpose. You've been divinely matched, not just for emotional fulfillment, but for something greater you can do together in the world. This connection carries weight. This love will birth something bigger than the both of you. Healing, restoration, even a shared mission. And that's why the challenges around it have been so intense. If you've been experiencing confusion, doubt, or delay, know this. Opposition only fights what it fears. And it fears what will come from a union of two people chosen to walk in a deep bond and purpose together. As an ancient text declares, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. A way is being made. But you must be spiritually mature enough to walk this road, because this person, your true love, will trigger some of your deepest growth. Their presence will stir parts of you that still need healing. Their absence at times will push you to find your identity in your own spiritual connection first. Their journey will not always look like yours, but together you will complement each other in a way that brings out the best. This isn't surface level love. This is soul deep, and deep love comes with deep preparation. The guiding spirits are saying, don't give up, but also don't rush. This person has also been receiving gentle nudges. They've also felt the pull toward you. They may not know what to call it yet. They might try to rationalize it away or distract themselves from it. But truth has a way of echoing in the heart long after the mind has tried to silence it. In time, they will come to realize that you are the one. A wise saying tells us that finding a true partner is a good thing and brings blessings. This applies to everyone. It's about divine partnership. The person being led toward you will begin to see that being with you brings peace, joy, and good fortune. They'll notice that things just work when you're around, that their spirit feels lighter, more focused. That's not just chemistry. That's spiritual compatibility. Now, let's be honest. There may be obstacles. The guiding spirits aren't sugarcoating this. You'll face opposition. People may not understand. Your own fears and past traumas may try to convince you to retreat. But do not let fear rob you of what's promised. Another wise text reminds us, "For you have not been given a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind." You've been given the spiritual strength to walk into this love boldly, not with desperation, but with destiny. The guiding spirits show that some of you are already in contact with this person. Maybe you've recently reconnected, or communication has started again after a long silence. That's not random. That's a divine plan. For others, you haven't seen them in the physical yet, but your dreams have been vivid, your spirit stirred, your intentions more focused. That too is part of the alignment. Your heart is being readied before they are brought into your space. But, and this is important, the guiding spirits are warning you. You'll be tempted to sabotage this love if you're not healed. Old wounds, insecurity, or a fear of abandonment could cause you to push this person away. So you're being asked now, do the inner work. Let yourself heal what's still hurting. Let your mind be renewed. As it says in another teaching, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then, you will be able to test and approve what is good, pleasing, and perfect. You see, true love is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Some of you are being called to reflect, to pray, to release old ties and soul attachments that are blocking the flow of this divine union. You cannot hold on to connections that aren't right for you and expect to receive what's been truly ordained for you. The guiding spirits are saying clearly, make room. Make room in your heart, in your life, and in your schedule for the one who is meant for you, because they're closer than you think. Now, let me speak to your spirit right now. You're not crazy. You are not delusional. You are not holding on to a fantasy. You are discerning truth in the spirit. That's why you're here. That's why your heart might be pounding and your eyes may be filling with tears, because your spirit knows this is confirmation. A higher power is not one of confusion. When something is from that source, it will be confirmed again and again. And that's what this message is. As a great teacher said, but seek first your connection to the divine and its rightness, and all these things will be added to you. Focus on your spiritual path, stay aligned with truth, and watch how everything, including this love, will begin to align. They're coming, your person, your love, your divine partner. They may not be ready just yet, but they're awakening. The dreams they're having about you, the internal tug they feel toward you, the restlessness they can't explain, it's their spirit trying to return to the one it recognizes. You wait with grace. Don't wait in bitterness. Don't wait with an angry heart. Prepare yourself like someone wisely preparing for a long-awaited guest. Keep your inner light shining. Stay centered in prayer. Stay kind. Stay focused. Because when they come, it'll happen quickly. You'll need to be emotionally and spiritually ready to receive the blessing you've been hoping for. A wise proverb says, trust in the guiding force with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to it, and it will make your path straight. Trust it. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, something always is. Higher forces are moving things behind the scenes. Guiding spirits are being assigned. Divine appointments are being scheduled. And your patience is not in vain. If you're still with me right now, take a moment and affirm to yourself, I am blessed and ready. Let your inner self know. Let any doubt know. Let your future love know you're not waiting in vain. You're waiting in purpose. And remember to continue seeking messages like these, so you never miss what the universe wants to reveal next. These messages are a way of reminding you that you're not alone, that you're loved, and that everything is unfolding just as it should. There's more to this, and I'll continue in the next portion. Beloved one, if you're still here with me, then your spirit already knows this message is meant for you. You were led to this moment not by coincidence, but by a special appointment. There's a whisper in your soul, a voice you've tried to quiet, but it keeps coming back. That gut feeling you've had, it's not your imagination. It's the voice of your guiding spirits confirming what your heart already knows. This person, the one you've been sensing in your spirit, is your true love. But listen closely, because while they are the one, there's still a journey that must unfold, a path you must walk, and your guiding spirits are here to help you through it. If no one has told you lately, let me be the one to say it. You are so deeply loved, not just by the source of all things, but by this soul who is tethered to your destiny. And your guiding spirits see how hard you've tried to make sense of the signs, the dreams, the synchronicities. You keep asking, is it really them? Am I just making this up? But deep inside, the answer has always been there. It's that peaceful yet persistent nudge that this person is more than a fleeting thought. They are part of your divine story. Let me reassure you with words of wisdom. An ancient text says, "And your ear shall hear a word behind you saying, 'This is the way.' Walk in it when you turn to the right or when you turn to the left." That's what your intuition is. It's not random. It's your inner guidance, speaking quietly but clearly. And what you've been feeling about this person is the result of that divine communication. You've been hoping, haven't you? Not just for love, but for the right kind of love, a love that is safe, blessed, and lasting. A love that sees your soul and not just your appearance. Your guiding spirits want you to know your hopes have been heard. And this person who has stirred your spirit, who has awakened something inside of you, they've been touched by this higher connection, too. They may not fully understand it yet, but they feel the pull. They feel the connection. They're dreaming of you, whether they speak it out loud or not. But here's the part many people overlook. Even when someone is divinely appointed, challenges will still try to cause confusion. There may be silence. There may be distance. There may even be fear. Your soulmate may be afraid of the intensity of what they feel. And you may be afraid of being wrong. That's why the guiding spirits are reminding you today that discernment is your protection and patience is your power. Another wise text tells us, trust in the guiding force with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge it, and it will make straight your paths. Right now, you're being called to trust that inner voice over the voice of doubt. Your gut isn't misleading you, it's alerting you. And while this person is your true love, you must also know that the timing is still being prepared. You see, spiritual love is not just about attraction, it's about alignment. Your soul might recognize them, but your life must also be in harmony with the season meant for your union. And that's why you may have felt delays or even detours. But those are not rejections. They are redirections lovingly placed by the divine so that when this connection finally becomes real in the physical, it is built on something eternal. A sacred writing reminds us, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Not your time, not their time, but the right time. And beloved, that time is drawing closer. Your guiding spirits want you to stop doubting what you know in your spirit. Stop trying to rationalize a connection that's meant to be felt, not figured out. Stop silencing your own heart to appease your fears. This love is real, but you must be willing to grow into the person you are meant to be. The person who can hold this kind of love with maturity, grace, and faith. Do you remember the moment you first felt something shift in your spirit? That gentle ache, that stirring, when you either met them or thought of them. That wasn't coincidence. That was the moment your spirit recognized its partner. It's like an ancient text says, "Before I formed you, I knew you." That includes your love story. That includes this person. And that includes every lesson you've endured leading up to now. They were shaping you for this love. But guiding spirits also say this clearly. While your gut is right and this is your true love, there's something you must release. You've been holding on to control. You've been wanting to know every step before you take it. But love like this, divinely orchestrated love, can't be micromanaged. It can only be surrendered to. So your task now is not to chase or force. Your task is to prepare, to heal, to align. A great teaching gives you the blueprint, but seek first your connection to the divine and its rightness, and all these things will be added to you. When you prioritize your spiritual growth, when you keep your focus on what's truly important, everything else, including this true love, will fall into place. That doesn't mean it will be perfect. That doesn't mean there won't be challenges, but it does mean it will be protected, blessed, and divinely guided. There's something else the guiding spirits want you to know. Your true love may be in conflict right now. They may be battling their own insecurities, their own past, their own fears of love. They may not yet have the courage to step into this connection fully, but they feel you. They dream of you. They think of you in quiet moments. The bond isn't one-sided. It's mutual, even if unspoken. Trust that the silence is not the absence of love. It is the space where inner work is still happening, as we are reminded in a sacred text. And we know that in all things, good works for those who love the divine, who have been called according to its purpose. This love is part of your purpose, but so is your waiting season. So is your healing season. So is your season of learning to stand on your own spiritual foundation without needing external validation. Right now, you are being invited to become whole so that when you unite with this person, you're not dependent on them for your identity. You'll be able to love from overflow, not from emptiness. And that's why this pause is happening. That's why your guiding spirits are affirming what your spirit already knows, because they want you to have clarity, not confusion, peace, not panic. A wise saying goes, "One who finds a true partner finds a good thing and obtains favor." For those of you who resonate with a receptive, nurturing spirit, know this. Your presence is not accidental. Your gentleness, your wisdom, your spirit, it's a blessing. You're not asking for too much. You're not too intense. You're not crazy for wanting a sacred love. You're the answer to someone's prayer. And for those who resonate with a more action-oriented, seeking spirit, know this. Your instincts are not wrong. That person you keep dreaming of, thinking about, hoping for, they're real. They're not just someone you desire. They're someone your soul remembers. And so the guiding spirits say again, trust your gut. It's been right. This person is your true love. But now you must prepare your heart for what comes next. Because while love may be promised, it is still your responsibility to be ready when it arrives. Your love story will not look like the world version. It will look like a divinely guided version. Sometimes messy, sometimes delayed, but always perfectly timed in the end. Let yourself be guided by your spirit, not by fear. Let yourself stay open, even if you've been hurt before. Let yourself hope, even when nothing makes sense. Because the truth is, your spirit already knows what your eyes have yet to see. You've been asking for confirmation. This is it. You've been asking for a sign. This is it. You've been wondering if you should move on or hold on. And the guiding spirits are saying, hold on to faith, but let go of fear. Prepare. Don't panic. And if you're still absorbing this right now, I want you to affirm this in your heart as your declaration of trust. I believe my heart is being led. Feel it as your deep understanding with the universe. Let your inner guides see your faith in action. And if this message is touching your soul, know that every positive thought helps spread this kind of encouragement to someone else who's silently asking the same questions you are. And before we continue, remember to stay open to more divine insights, timely words, and spiritual encouragement. You're not meant to walk this journey alone. Consider these words a welcoming space, a place where your guiding spirits can speak to you through every message, every whisper, every insight. Yes, dear one, let's continue. Now that you've affirmed your trust, now that you've taken a deep breath and allowed your spirit to come into agreement with the truth that this person is your true love, your guiding spirits are helping you to prepare your heart for the journey ahead. You see, divine love doesn't just fall into our laps. It invites us into transformation. It's not just about the other person being ready for you. It's about you being ready for them, too. Your guiding spirits show that you've already done so much work. You've hoped through heartbreak, cried through confusion, stayed patient through quiet seasons, and you've stayed faithful even when you felt forgotten. That alone is a testimony. But this is the season where things begin to shift. There's a reason you've been seeing their name, hearing their favorite songs, dreaming about them, even waking up with their energy on your heart. That's not just your imagination, dear one. That's your spirit receiving confirmation. Guiding spirits are revealing that this person is also sensing you. They may be in a different place right now, physically or emotionally, but your spirits have already met. In fact, they've been communing in the realm of dreams, in the quiet stillness of night when distractions fall away. And even if your person has been silent, withdrawn, or perhaps even unaware of the full extent of your connection, there's a reason your intuition keeps pulling you toward them. A higher power isn't cruel. It doesn't stir up your heart only to leave it empty. It doesn't awaken your soul to someone unless it has a divine purpose for that connection. But timing is everything. Let me ask you something gently. Have you truly surrendered this connection to that higher power? Not just with your words, but with your emotions. Have you let go of the need to control the outcome? Because guiding spirits say your surrender is the final key to unlocking this next chapter. When you surrender, you don't lose anything. You actually gain clarity. You make room for a guiding force to move in, ways your hands never could. You make room for this person to be awakened to the depth of their love for you. Not through pressure, not through manipulation, but through divine realization. Your love story deserves that level of purity. A sacred text reminds us, delight yourself in your spiritual connection, and you will receive the desires of your heart. Commit your way to it. Trust in it, and it will act. So many of you have been delighting in your spiritual path. You've kept your heart clean. You've stayed loyal to the vision you were given. And now that connection is about to act, but not through striving, through your surrender. Your guiding spirits are also showing me that this person, your true love, has been tested recently. They've been faced with situations meant to distract them, confuse them, and pull them away from the light of your connection. But they're waking up, even if it's slow, even if it's quiet. Your name has been whispered into their spirit. And soon, they will no longer be able to ignore what they feel. You are not chasing them. You are being revealed to them. You don't need to beg for love that was already written in the stars. And you certainly don't need to doubt what your gut keeps confirming. The source of all is not one of confusion. That's why this message reached you today, to remind you that you are not crazy, not desperate, not delusional. You are divinely connected. You are spiritually aligned. And this love is not only real, but it is blessed. You've likely been asking, but how will I know when it's time? And the guiding spirits are answering that question right now. You'll know not by what they say, but by how their spirit begins to shift. Their energy will soften. Their communication will deepen. Their actions will begin to reflect the sacred love you both share. And even if they can't articulate it perfectly, you'll know because your soul will feel at peace. True love doesn't bring anxiety. It brings clarity. You may not have all the answers yet, but your guiding spirits are telling you this. The same source that planted the vision will complete the promise. Your job isn't to figure out every step. Your job is to stay grounded in faith, in reflection, and in preparation. Let's talk about that preparation for a moment, because it's not just emotional, it's spiritual. Your guiding spirits are encouraging you to cultivate a life that reflects the kind of partnership you desire. If you want a love that is mature, begin operating in spiritual maturity. If you desire emotional safety, begin practicing emotional honesty with yourself. If you want a relationship that is built on truth, begin walking in truth even when it's hard. You are not waiting aimlessly. You are preparing purposefully. And for some of you, this message is your final confirmation before breakthrough. Something is about to shift in the next few weeks. A conversation, a message, a reunion, a realization. Don't try to figure out how. Just keep your heart open. Because when the universe moves, it happens suddenly. An ancient scripture says, "See, I am doing new thing now. It springs up. Do you not perceive it?" That's what's happening in your love story. Something new is springing up. And while you may not see the full picture yet, your spirit perceives it. You can feel it. That's why you've been feeling both excited and anxious. Your soul knows change is near. This person, your true love, is going to see you clearly. They're going to understand why no one else ever felt quite right, why your energy lingered, why your name kept showing up. They will look at you and see more than a partner. They'll see home. And you will feel seen in a way you've never experienced before. You won't have to question it. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to perform for it. You will simply rest in the presence of love that was ordained for you before the foundation of the world. But right now, before this chapter unfolds, your guiding spirits are saying, take care of your heart. Be gentle with yourself. Nourish your body. Feed your soul. Reconnect with your joy. Because when this love shows up fully, you'll want to be ready to receive it, not from a place of exhaustion, but from overflow. And if you've been feeling tired, if you've been spiritually weary from the wait, let me speak this into your heart right now. Your endurance is seen. Your patience is honored, and your guiding spirits have not forgotten you. Everything you've been through was preparing you for this love. Every tear watered the soil of your future. Every unanswered hope was actually a redirection. And now your time is drawing near. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're not too far behind. The person who is meant for you is being spiritually recalibrated right now. Even as you hear this, the divine is working behind the scenes to orchestrate your meeting, your conversation, your reconnection. Trust that. Trust the process. I want to take a deep breath right now and say this out loud or in your heart. I trust divine timing. I receive divine love. I release all fear and walk in faith. Repeat it again if you need to, because that is your declaration. That is your vibration. And that is what will align your reality with your divine destiny. As we bring this message to a close, let me share this final truth. Your love story will not just bless you, it will bless others. The union between you and your true love will be a beacon for others still waiting. Your love will become an inspiration. Your partnership will reflect goodness. In your journey, all the pain, the hopes, the perseverance will not be in vain. Your guiding spirits are smiling over you now. Higher forces are moving. You've done enough. You've hoped enough. Now is the time to rest in faith and watch things unfold. Dear one, if this message touched your heart, if it confirmed what your spirit already knew, I want to encourage you to share this feeling of hope. Share it with your friends, your family, with anyone else who may be waiting for their divine confirmation. You never know who needs to hear this right now. And if you haven't already, make sure you stay open to the next powerful word from your guiding spirits. These messages are for you, and we want you to be able to receive them as they come. Lastly, if you feel led, and only if it's on your heart, consider how you might support efforts that spread divine truth, spiritual guidance, and love to souls all over the world. This is more than just words. It's a spiritual movement. And any support allows these kinds of messages to keep growing, reaching, and healing. So until next time, keep your heart open, keep your spirit grounded, and know that your guiding spirits are always speaking. You are seen, you are loved, and your true love is closer than you think. We'll connect again. Blessings to you. Amen.